now tuned in to Beyond the Blacktop. If you follow sports, we your one-stop shop, cause we cover them all, even if they don't got a ball. Big league or small, see that's Hutch, and it's me, Cody. Can't forget about my main mans, Breesties, with the live streaming or not. Topics always gonna be hot on Beyond the Blacktop. This is Beyond the Blacktop. Let's go.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Season 2, Episode 2 of Beyond the Blacktop podcast. Say what's up, fellas.
What is good? What is good?
Yeah. Now, for this week's episode, we will be having 3 topics yet again. We'll be talking about soccer, traditional media versus new media in the sports communication or media world, I guess. And then we'll be finishing off the episode with some football. Off-season has been pretty fun, or training camp started this past week, and it's been pretty fun to look at all the stuff coming out of camps and whatnot. But first, we will be talking about soccer. And last week, I posed a challenge to Cody and Breon to find themselves their own Premier League soccer team. And they said they found their teams. So, fellas, who y'all got? Who is your teams for this upcoming season?
All right, so let me get mine out the way because I'm gonna be the one to get cooked. And honestly, I do not care. I don't know soccer that well, so I'm going with the best team as of late, and that's Liverpool. So, Liverpool, that's my team, man. At least for now, until I start figuring stuff out, watch more games and get used to everything. But for right now, Liverpool's my team.
Well, that's kind of unfair. How you gonna pick the best team and then be like, you know what? Eventually, maybe I'll take a different team.
Well, here's the thing though. Like I said, okay, you could say that, but I don't have any team, so I'm new to this. You feel me? So with that being said, it's just like, might as well watch the best team to get the most action out of soccer, in my opinion. And then maybe I'm like, kind of like that team better than that team, and then I'll switch. I don't care. No shame in my game.
No wrong with that. They got 2 of the best players. One of my favorite players plays for them, and Virgil van Dijk, the ultimate defender. So
shout out to my defenders, man.
Hey, 6'5", big as hell.
My defenders is crazy.
My defenders is.
Hey, I gotta own the team because that's what I'm on right now. Liverpool till I bleed something else, maybe.
Oh my God. Until I'm
making it known. I'm making it known just in case I like a different team. I'm just going with a team that's popping right now until I choose my own. As a kid, hold on, let me explain myself a little bit because I still see the little bit of a smirk. As a kid, who do we choose? The best running back. Ooh, so then I like the Vikings. The best wide receiver. Ooh, now I like the 49ers because of Jerry Rice. You know, so it's like, as a kid, that's what we do until we just stick with that team. Right now, I'm just in that kid mode right now because I don't know any teams.
I give you that.
I give it to you.
Thank you.
All right. I took a different approach, you know. I just went on the game and randomized. I picked between 2. Actually, I picked between 3, but my guy Hutch there, the other third team was his team, so I couldn't pick that team. So I had to pick between the other 2 I got, which was Nottingham Forest and Newcastle, baby. I'm now a Newcastle fan. I'm upset already that as soon as I join, my striker is leaving. That's kind of crazy, but hey,
getting bought out.
We're gonna roll with it.
I think he's gonna roll. You know what's funny? I think he's getting bought by Liverpool, which is funny enough. I'm not.
Oh, no.
Right now,
talk to me nice.
Who was it? Go away. It was somebody else. I forgot the name. But I just saw the notification earlier. He was practicing with somebody, and I was like, he's practicing already? No. Come back.
He said, I don't even know this team well enough, and already you're gone.
I already miss you. Come back. Hey, it's my 3rd day out here.
Literally, though.
You said you were watching highlights, man. What you like about your team, man? Any players you know or what?
No players' names I know right now, but I did like what they were doing, ball movement was kind of crazy, but they were playing against the K-League All-Stars, and unfortunately they lost 1-0. But they were setting up a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna throw us under the bus right here. It looked like us last night.
Okay.
They had a whole bunch of shots on goal, bro, and was shaking the mugs, bro.
You didn't have to throw us under the bus like that.
I did, bro. I did.
You did not have to do that.
And it's me. It's me. I missed the shot on goal yesterday. So
I did too.
and I'm calling them out. And I one game to go to, what was we going to? The Division 1?
Yeah.
Me and
Me.
Insane Bolt, Darion,
Oh my.
missed wide open goals.
That one hurt.
I did that.
Definitely hurt.
He missed and made me move this strike. That's how you know he was. Yeah. it was bad.
But yeah,
Yeah, man, I'm a Newcastle fan. I followed them on Instagram. I subscribe to their YouTube. I'm locked in. Jersey on the way.
and the funniest thing about
Hey, I will say.
oh, my fault.
Okay.
But the funniest thing
Go ahead.
Cody picking his team is when he got Nottingham Forest in Newcastle. He picked them purely because he did not like Nottingham Forest's badge or logo.
Oh, no, bro. It was just a red tree. Like, no.
That's fair.
See,
It's a clean red tree.
I mean, yeah.
For my team,
That's fair.
for my team, I like their jerseys. All three of them so far. So it's just like, hey,
I like the jerseys of Newcastle.
Yeah.
And then they logo got like the chest pieces on it with the two horses on it. Come on, bro. It's nice. It's nice, bro. It's nice.
Except for the fact that it's Adidas and not Nike.
Chill, bro. Chill.
loser. My fault. Doing too much. I'm doing
Right.
Loser. My team finished higher than James' team last year.
By one place, relax. Relax. I'm sad too because
my team won it all.
All right. They did win it all. That's unfair. That's they didn't win in the Champions League though. They lost to losers. But yeah,
That's
man,
fair. That's fair.
it's gonna be fun. I hope that we are. Well, not hope. We're gonna update everybody who's listening or watching over the course of the season. Talk some shit to each other about how our teams are doing if they lose play.
Oh, I can't wait. If we ever match up, I'm talking crazy that week. Whole week.
Got to.
You should live stream it. Nah, most games happen on Saturday, so I don't know.
Hey, if there's ever a game they were here, we're watching it, bro.
Bro,
And I'm not gonna count. I personally will buy it, but if my team beat George, we gotta wear some kind of Newcastle paraphernalia, bro.
y'all got to get them jerseys, man.
I'm all for it, bro.
Y'all got to get a jersey.
Well,
I'll
but
get you a
listen,
hat. No,
like I was
I'm gonna give you
like I was saying before, though, like,
close.
bruh, I'm not none out of it, dog. My thing is, bro, I was gonna like go all in and buy a Liverpool jersey and all that, but like I said, I still need time.
That's
Because who knows? What if I'm like, F Liverpool, I like whoever. So I gotta wait it out before I get one. But I will get one. Once I get one, that'll be my team.
like Nottingham Forest.
You
Bruh.
might like Nottingham Forest, bro. Who knows?
Maybe.
Hey, but the good
Whoever that is.
that's fair. But the good thing about them all,
Look, I'm learning, man. I'm learning.
Good. They're good teams, and they have a chance to do really well this season. So that should be pretty interesting, to say the least. But moving on to our second topic of the day. This is a bit of a different topic than we usually cover, but I thought it was interesting because I read an article about it the other day. But has to do with the type of journalism, traditional journalism or old journalism versus new media journalism. And for those of you listening, old journalism, traditional media is one way. It's, we watch TV or we look at the article in the newspaper and, just to give a simple version of it before, it's newspapers, radio, TV stations, things like that. And then you got the new media, which is like Twitter, Instagram, podcasts. Fans can interact with athletes and journalists, and also part of the of the new media is all these retired athletes who have their podcasts, like Cam Newton or Paul George and Draymond Green and things like that. So I wanted to ask y'all two, what do y'all think about traditional media and new media? Is there something that you like about traditional media that we're losing? Or is there anything about the new media that you like a lot or that you don't like a lot? Pros and cons for each one.
So for me personally, bro, I think the new media is I like it in a sense of like it brings more attention to things that we wouldn't usually know. Like take a Draymond Green or whatever, for example. They live the life of certain sports that they play, so they get to hear their aspect on something that the media would try to paint a different picture is kind of cool. I think the fact that, more athletes are starting getting this podcast world is showing us what it's really like and not the narratives that old media tried to paint against somebody. For example, if we were relying on old media about someone like Shedeur Sanders, we would think he's a dickhead, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then we see this version of him outside of the field where he has his own podcast and he just talks like a regular human person, like a regular human, and just, is just being himself. Whereas, the old media they'll paint that picture and that's what you are the rest of your career. So if you're a bad guy, you're a bad guy forever. If you're a good guy, you're a good guy forever. And you could be a bad guy the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
I can agree with that. Cody, what do you think?
Oh, I hardly agree with that. One of the first things that came to my head when he was talking was Malika Andrews. And she's great. She knows her stuff. She knows her sports. But one thing she does a lot is if you've done anything in your past, she won't let you live that down. She brings it up every chance. I think like one point, Brandon Miller was like going off as a rookie, and the only thing she kept bringing up was, what? I want to slide that gun to that person that got killed. Like, what? Why is that being discussed? That's over with. He beat that allegations case, whatever it was. He's in the league. He's doing something better for himself. Why is that still being brought up? And then also to your point of the people who've been in those shoes before, we got situations like Kevin Durant. When anything happened with Kevin Durant in the media, they blow it up, blow it out of proportion and everything. But then I watched Gil's podcast talk about it, and they like, bro, that's normal. That's what happens all the time in the basketball world. He's actually way lower than what you think would happen. It's so much other stuff. I think it might have been either Perk or Stephen A. Smith. They was talking about Kevin Durant not being a leader. And Gilbert Arenas was like, do you know that half of stuff that happened on that court happened? KD give them a certain look to something. Mm-hmm. He ain't got to talk. Mm-hmm. That man leads by example. And your favorite player, who you think is a star, Devin Booker, anything he's doing, he's looking at KD first. He ain't just automatically taking off. He's looking around at his superstar and like, I'm finna cross this. How you feel about this? I'm finna cross this over. Like, he not actually saying the words, but like, that was sort of happening on the court. So like, you get different perspectives like that. Because honestly, bro, we know that happens, but in the moment when somebody talking about somebody else doing, you're not thinking about that cue until somebody else bring it up again. You like, duh. Mm-hmm. So yeah, then like football, of course, like if me and James just sitting here talking about something happening, and then you, a person who's been in the locker room before, be like, but that's not at all how that worked. So that don't even make sense that they can say this because that's not how that happened. I think another thing, people were talking about being in a locker room, and they was talking about somebody got some information out of a locker room, and they was like, nobody is talking like this in front of reporters, bro. And I don't care who you are as a reporter, you're not getting like one-on-one access to sneak in and hear these conversations. When you come in that locker room, every player knows locker.
That's fair.
And know what to say, know how to handle themselves. That's why I was like, bro. That's why I'm like, I'm liking the new media because it's showing a different side. Like from when we were growing up, we just thought these people were bad or these people were good. To where like now we see their own lives and their own perspective on things. And it's like, oh, Draymond's actually not that bad of a guy. It's crazy takes, but other than being on the court, he's not terrible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That's a great example because what does the media try to paint him as? The super uber villain.
That's fair.
But at the same time, he's not.
Because without his podcast, we would still think that him and Katie hate each other.
Exactly. Why? Because of the old media.
They said
What's your take on that, James?
So I think when it comes to the new media, I think it is a double-edged sword. Is like everything you guys said was true. Like you get to learn more about these athletes, get to know them more than, what the traditional style of media painted them as. But it also could ruin something for you that you didn't think about before. Like, for example, you could, if you idolize the player and you were like, this dude is awesome, I want, be like him when I grow up. And then they get their own podcast or whichever, and then they start saying the craziest stuff ever. Antonio Brown. Not like anybody was, idolizing him, or maybe they were. I don't know. Maybe a kid in Pittsburgh was. And then him and Le'Veon Bell get on internet and start saying the, wild shit because, free country, you can say whatever you want, but you're like, damn, this dude's a dick. This dude is an asshole. And I loved him as a player, but now I'll tell you, he's a terrible person in real life. And now it's like, damn, that kind of sucks. But, that it is what it is at that point. And I think that too much social media, like in sports media, is too much can be a bad thing, honestly. I don't know. I like it a lot, but I also don't like it a lot because sometimes, like, example, Cody does not like Kendrick Perkins because Kendrick Perkins be saying the dumbest shit I've ever heard on social media or on whatever show he's on. And it's like we automatically give him credibility because he's in the NBA and he's played there at the highest level. But he has said some pretty terrible takes. Charles Barkley is some terrible. Kenny, the Jet, Shaq, they have terrible takes too. And it's like, man, sometimes even if you're in the NBA, you don't need to have a podcast. I'm like, nah, I'm just kidding. Sorry, I had to throw that in there because someone told me that the other day. But, I just think it's a double-edged sword. I think it's fun. I think it's fun that fans can interact with a athlete that they watch on TV or like something like that. Like, that's cool as hell. Like, if I commented under, like, Caleb Williams' Instagram post and he was like, yeah, man, hey, that's what's up. I'm like, hey, that's dope. So, yeah. I don't know. There's something, and then about traditional media, because I minored in journalism in college because something about it just seems so cool, just like if I were to travel to like the Super Bowl and I got this one-on-one interview with like Patrick Mahomes and I'm asking him all these questions I want to know the answer to. And then, I thought things like that would be the coolest thing ever. I get to talk about sports with Patrick Mahomes or any of these other athletes. And that's where, traditional media and new media kind of blend together because you can do that more easily when it comes to like Twitter and stuff like that. And, I guess I do prefer new media, but I just think it all has its ups and downs is what I'm trying to say.
I think we need a balance of both.
I agree.
Like you both of them are, because some things you don't get from new media that you get from old media. And like, for instance, we all lived it during the Luka trade. None of us cared about what was happening on Twitter. We went straight to ESPN because we know that's where we get 100% facts from.
See, that's exactly the point. On social media, somebody can say anything they want. NBA Centel, for a good example, will say anything they want just to get some clicks and some likes, and it's probably 100% false. But when it comes to traditional media, you need to make sure you have the facts, that your resources are correct, and everything is 100% correct. Because if you get something wrong, you might get sued by somebody, and you might be in a lot of trouble.
And the thing is, too, bro, they like to without knowing the real facts, they just like to be first.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes that stuff on Twitter or on Instagram is not even true. They're just putting it out there because they want to be the first one to say it. Kind of like the Luka trade. We were like you were saying, Cody, we were like, let me go to ESPN and see if this is actually true because this is outlandish. You know what I'm saying? So it's
even though
it is a slippery slope because people just want to be first too, regardless if the information is true or not.
Even though he took over for Woj, we still was like, nah.
Right.
Because he done been wrong in the past when Woj was still running it. Because he wanted to be first. And Woj hit him with actually, buddy, that's not what's going on. So he already got a little, not as much of credible sources we think you are. Even though he gave you the keys, we still a little skeptical sometimes about you. And with that kind of trade, nah, gang, we can't trust you. We gotta get up.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty prevalent when it comes to trades because probably 20 years ago, and you found out about a trade on ESPN, you knew that was going to happen. Oh snap, he's getting traded there. And then today there's rumblings of this player might go over there, or these two teams are talking together. This might happen. It's dude, is it going to happen or is it not going to happen?
Right.
Everything is so instant when it comes to new media. I kind of like it when it slows down and they're going, he's getting traded here for these two players and these picks, and that's what's going down.
Because the KD trade, for the longest, it was is he going to the Spurs? Is he going back to OKC? I never heard of the Rockets until he got traded. I didn't hear about Rockets until the day of. I was like, wait, Houston? What? Time out.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd this come from? But I like that. I like the surprise because the other stuff is just building up anticipation. Don't get me wrong. I said I want that too. So give me that. But then ESPN breaks it just not at all.
And when Sports Center hits you with that da-na-na, breaking news, this
real.
Oh,
you jump to your phone, bro. When you hear that noise.
And it's
beautiful.
Yeah. So I think they both have
you said,
good
sales stuff. I think it was Darian asked me last night about the Angel Reese tweet, and I was like, bro, do they even sound like it makes sense enough to be a real tweet? You make $1,400 in a week. I make $1,400 in 7 days. Do you think she let that come out her mouth?
And the bad thing about that is people will believe that. People will believe. There are people out there who will believe that and run with it.
And still believes it right now. You see what I'm saying?
Bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, so y'all tell me she tweeted that. Not only did she stick it in her head, she typed it up, read it, showed it to her team, because she got a team that runs her Twitter. Showed it to all of them, and they said, yeah, tweet that. No, bro.
Yeah, bro. So it's a slippery slope, but I think they both have their pros and cons that are pretty good.
Yeah.
Sure. All right, moving on to the third topic. We haven't talked about this in a while, but NFL is starting within the next month. The matter of fact, the first preseason game is today with the Hall of Fame game. I think it's the Chargers versus the Saints. But
the Lions.
The Lions?
Yeah.
My fault.
I think so.
See, look at that. New media fucking up. Anyway.
They would have took it and ran with it. No, I'm just
Great
playing.
segue.
But what have y'all heard from all these training camps and whatnot? I know there's a bunch of players that people are liking. I know the Bears got a few players that they're surprised with. Who are y'all hearing rumblings about, man?
Before you go, Cody, let me just say this. For me, I don't care. And I'm the football player. You see what I'm saying? I don't necessarily care what they say in training camp because they're always going to either hype shit up or diminish something down to where it's like, it's back to that new media type deal. What's true and what's not true. So like for me, honestly, it's like cool. I love to see people training and stuff. But like at the end of the day, once that season starts is when it gets real. In the sense of like training camp, they'll be like, oh, so-and-so looks amazing. Then, but that's all bias because that's your team. Of course, you're going to say that when he gets to that first 5 games and we're like, where's the amazingness that what was told all training camp? So, I don't really care enough because it's like, bruh, it's just practice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love practice. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like, bro, y'all hyping shit up over practice. How's that going to translate when they have to play against somebody else that they're not comfortable with? So that's how I feel about that.
Well, guys, that's been this episode of Beyond the Blacktop. I'm fucking wrong.
Nah, but like part of me, I agree with what you're saying in the aspect of this. Not practice players are practice players. Sometimes they don't always show up in the game. Before I keep going with that though, I saw their score of this preseason game and it's 24-7. Crazy. Charges up, by the way, of course.
Yes, but no. Go ahead.
Not
It's
crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's not really crazy, but it's third quarter. Anyway, I was talking to Eric before we got on here in Ravens, and he was talking about how D-Hop was looking great in training camp. And I said, did you say D-Hop? Like,
Before you even hold on, let me interrupt you real quick, Cody. Cody.
what you got to
I'm sorry to even interrupt you. I love D-Hop, bro. D-Hop is a dog. You know what I'm saying? But here's my backtrack to that. Once again, we're going back to the biasness of it all because guess what D-Hop was looking like when he was with the Chiefs in training camp. You see what I'm saying? But then we go to the game and he was like the third option. Still love you, D-Hop. Don't get me wrong. I watched your film myself.
My fault.
I love you, D-Hop. You are a great receiver. I watch your film. I try to emulate some of the things you do. But you are starting to turn into that player that's like, cool, you look great in practice, but what are you going to do in a game? What did he do for the Chiefs in the game? Why did they get rid of him after 1 year?
You dropped that pass.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to say about that. But go ahead. What did Eric say about the Ravens?
Well, that's what he was talking about. And it all started because of the trade request that Terry Florent put in. He was like, "Oh, come to the Ravens. We'll slide Zay to the second option, and then D-Hop been going crazy. Yeah, after the third option, and that's why I had to interject and say, did you say D-Hop going crazy in practice?" And I was going to get to the same point of, bro, we seen him go crazy in practice in Kansas. It didn't turn out how you thought it was going to turn out, bro. Like I said, don't get me wrong. Clemson football, I love them. He's great. He was great there. He's got a great career. The man won a whole season without dropping a pass. Phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't do that last year.
Not at all.
And
He wasn't even the first or second option last year, bro. That's like
see him improving from where he was at last year. So
right. Especially on the caliber of team too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, don't get Ravens is a phenomenal team too now.
They are.
But Zay Flowers being there, all that stuff, it don't really matter because guess who Lamar Jackson likes to throw to the most? His tight ends.
Yeah.
So it's like, if anything, his tight ends are his number one option anyway. So I don't see it. I mean, it could. Let me rephrase though. It could change because as they get older in age, they start maturing in the game. Game starts slowing way down. So maybe things would change. But throughout Lamar's whole time in the NFL, it's been his tight ends that have carried the load for him. Receiving
been reliable. Mark Andrews has been real reliable for him. So,
well, not last year, but
not last year, but like majority of the time, he's been really
facts. Majority of the time, that's
why he went to him in that moment. That's why he went to him in that moment. Because normally you got me, dog. What happened?
Yeah.
But that's like everybody though. Like you give your shots in basketball to the person who normally makes it. Like you give your best chances to the person who normally show up. As good as they is, he didn't go. He went to Mark.
Zay still went off though, but at the end of the day, it's like,
of course.
You just kind of proved my point with the D-Hop thing. Like, bro, they hyped him up last year too. Of course they are. Why? Because the Ravens are the ones putting this out. The people that are going through training camp excited about football are the ones putting this out. But what happens on game 1, game 2, game 7? Where are you at? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's like, cool, I love training camp. I love to compete, but you're only competing against your own team. And then preseason, you're getting what? A snap, a drive, and then you're out. So it's like, you're not even really playing against other people. Not yet.
Yeah, like James, for instance, because I'm hearing Breon already. When you were in high school playing, y'all had them early scrimmages. It'll be some players in the moments that'll be good.
Yep.
Then you get to game time and you like, bruh, you just bossed me 3 days ago. What happened?
We be looking good in practice.
Great in practice.
Get in the game, we get healed.
That's what it is, though, bro.
What changed, bro? Like, the light's still big. They just own now. Like, what's up?
But that's like a phenomenon everywhere. Like you just said, it was in high school, it was in middle school, it was in elementary, it was in Pee-wee. Like it's more comfortable for you to be in practice. You try things, you feel more comfortable. You're there every day. While you get in a game, it's like, damn, now I'm going against somebody that's unfamiliar, not as comfortable. The lights are on, the cameras are on. Now it's time to see what that thing you did in practice, will it translate? And for some people it did. Kobe, LeBron, I'm just calling out legends here, but like in the reality of things, like you got to make, that's why like we always say, like you got to make practice feel like a game, because the game is where it all really matters. You don't get no stats in practice, bro.
No.
So yeah, that's where people fold, because
you're in the game.
Right. So how are you gonna make it look? How is it gonna look? Now if D-Hop goes off this year, it's like great, phenomenal. But I'm not for the hype, bro.
Show me.
Well, I am. They said Roshan Johnson looking great in training for.
Bro, of course you're gonna be hyped for the Bears.
No, I'm messing. But there wasn't a whole lot of hype when it came to the Bears. Actually, I think the first couple of days, Ben Johnson came out and was like, "Yo, our offense, specifically Caleb Williams, not cutting it. They not looking good at all. He was like, we had to take them off the field, put the second unit in, because I don't know what's going on. Nobody's lining up correctly. We getting up to the ball too slowly. Everybody off." And that's what he did. I was like, damn, that's not good.
That might be good in the long run. It's setting the tone for something good.
It is.
If it hits right. You know what I'm saying? Only if it hits right.
I can only hope he's helping Caleb Williams as much as he can. Because God stands like,
but that is concerning.
No.
How do you
Eberflus was not?
Yeah, but that is concerning. How your whole first team get kicked off the field, bro. And
I mean, but hey,
that's crazy.
I done had that happen to me. Only thing he did was get all y'all out of here. We on the sideline like, nah, bro, we can't even put out again. Crazy. I'm not finna sit out and practice no more. Ain't no way. The freshman running against our starting defense, right? We was out here looking like.
Happened to me during basketball season in high school, and we were good.
You were sick.
So we started. We were really good, and we started to act like our shit don't stink. And coach was like, "Yeah, y'all get out of here." We had have a whole speech in the locker room, and we started running practice ourselves. Coach wasn't even out there. That's how you know it was bad, bro.
Oh man, I knew it was bad when I was on JV and we was out there getting cooked by the freshman team. I was like, because we were scrimmaging. We were doing first team, then second team. We were subbing in and out like every 5 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever it was. And I remember I'm just sitting here. I'm doing my thing. I'm grabbing rebounds and whatnot. I'm trying to play deep. I'm playing defense, but we're getting cooked right now. And one time when I get subbed off, and I think we were doing like 3 teams at a time because we had 15 guys, so we were going 5, then 5, then 5. And I remember sitting there, I'm standing there, and I'm watching our second team get cooked by this freshman team, and I'm just like, this is terrible. And so when Coach blew the whistle, all right, third team, I was like, hey, yo, my man, no, you're not going in. I'm going in. I literally did that. I was like, no, I'm going in right now. I told my friend Tyler, sorry, Tyler, for that was a dick move at the time. But I went in, I tried to do, I was pissed because at the end of practice, I was like, because Coach was like, yo, Hutch was going, are you mad or something? I was like, mad? We getting cooked by the freshmen right now. Yeah, man. We out here like jogging, not trying. Maybe it's because they're the freshmen or whatnot, but they cooking us right now. And we don't even care. That's how I knew we wasn't going to be good.
Damn, your sports sound like y'all had some trouble in high school.
James is bad. And everybody else
I was mad.
Practice.
Probably like everybody else on the team probably don't even remember that. But hey, I don't know. I was pissed.
Them be difference makers though, bro. Them more difference makers moment.
So back to your Bears, they could be difference makers. They're probably like, oh shoot, we gotta lock in.
I keep my expectations low, man. So if we do good, then I'm happy. But if we do bad, then I'm like, it is what it
expected it.
I expected it.
I expected this happen.
Is there any rookies y'all looking forward to seeing perform this year at all?
Luther Burton.
Cam Ward.
Cam Ward got a 71 on Madden. And then Shador got a 68.
First year. Well, that's confusing.
Right? That don't make sense.
I don't even want to get into that. That's very confusing, though.
That doesn't make it.
Because, like I just said, well, that's really good because, Cam Ward is QB1.
I'd have given him at least like 76.
Yeah.
So, like, number 1 overall pick, 71.
And Shador, 5th round?
No, that's good for a rookie, though.
I mean,
5th round and you're still in the 68, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's extremely close to him.
That's what I'm saying. So it's confusing. I don't even want to get into it. That's very confusing.
If that showed that somebody messed up?
I maybe it's no. I think it shows popularity, popularity. Because if you really want to go there, what other 5th round quarterbacks is 68 right now? Close to the number 1 first round drafted quarterback.
None of them.
Nobody.
Does that mean he's not ranked high?
I was like,
Gabriel on his own team?
I was wondering that. I didn't know. I was wondering. I was gonna look it up, but that's a great question because didn't Dylan get drafted before him?
Yeah, way before. Like the second
round, I think. Third or second. I don't know which one.
Third or second, one of them.
Oh no, hold up.
But that's confusing me.
It don't make sense. Madden ratings have never made sense to me, so.
I mean, no, of course not. But I am looking forward to Cam Ward, man. I hope that
Dylan Gabriel is a 66.
That's concerning.
How more than Shador's thing? I don't get it.
And Shador's not even taking first team reps.
Not even. Probably not even second team rep. No offense to him.
That's concerning.
But what were you saying, Breon?
Shador's actually a pretty damn good quarterback, though. I ain't gonna lie. That man's arm is insane. Insane.
He'll be playing for
IQ and stuff. Probably he needs to level it up, but arm talent wise, he's got it for sure.
He'll be playing for a different team by the deadline.
Oh, but what I was saying is
deadline?
Probably. But what were you saying?
What I was saying was with the Titans, Trey Burks got cut. His second year.
He got hurt.
Be his second year.
Oh, that's right. He did get hurt.
He got cut, bro. They cut him from the team. He's not part of the team anymore.
Because he did that one-hander, and when he landed, he messed himself up.
I knew.
I was talking
No
about
offense
that.
to him, though. I knew he was going to get cut, bro. I was like,
yeah, he wasn't all that. And I'm not saying that because I've drafted him. And I didn't draft him. I picked him up in fantasy, and he ain't do nothing.
well, no, I just seen it off of, like, even college. I was like, and drafted way too high.
That's fair.
And now he's not on a team right now. So who Cam Ward got?
Serious?
Ridley. He still got Ridley.
No.
Who did he have? That might.
I don't think Calvin plays for the Titans anymore. I don't know.
Or is he with the Jags now?
No, it still says Titans.
Okay, he's on the Titans still.
Okay, yeah.
He don't got nobody.
Well, yeah,
and that's good enough.
Who you got? Who are you excited for?
Me,
James.
Oh,
excited. I am excited for the St. Oh, damn it! It's been 10 years. I'm excited for the LA Rams. I'm excited for the LA Rams because I was watching some clips of Adams and Puka Nacua, and they're looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I think. Then their defense, who is there? I think he might have been a rookie last year.
He was, and he was a dog.
And he was a dog. And then he worked out with Aaron Donald, and he was dying.
He said he's never going back and leaving. If they see him on the premises, call the cops.
Mm-hmm.
He a dog, though. He actually got his respect from a bunch of people in the league. I heard, like, O-lineman was like,
I don't want to guard.
He's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that. Like, I think he retired somebody last year.
I remember that.
Yeah, there was a clip of somebody, O-lineman was like, yeah, when he rushed me, he was like, yeah, I'm not, this ain't for me no more. And he retired.
That's crazy.
Like, he might be, well, one, he's a good pick for the Rams. And he might be something special later on, especially if he actually does stick around with Aaron. Because I know Aaron Donald will definitely help him out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That lineman said, when your legs don't work like they used to.
Yes, bro. A rookie retired this man, bro. And after he said that, I was like, damn, let me look into this.
That's when you learn, like, all right, this league is definitely for the youngins. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I'm out.
Am I gotta deal with him all day?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Yeah. That's literally what he said, bro. That's literally what he said, dog.
You want somebody that's too old, man? No.
No.
So, yeah.
No.
I
did my time.
For the LA Rams, their receiving core should be pretty good. Their defense, is going to definitely be good because they almost beat the Eagles last year in the playoffs. So they should be good again this year. What about y'all? Who y'all liking? Who y'all seeing out there?
Okay, that is our overall team. Y'all know
that's overall the Lions.
Rocking with them.
Yeah. And I love Campbell, bro.
We bet it every year.
Campbell, yes, man. I just love Coach Campbell.
It's all right.
Every time we be like, bro,
I got that dog in it. Made me want to run through a freaking wall for him, bro.
He's the Optimus Prime of the NFL.
Literally.
Oh,
this spot's safe for a while.
I'm ready to do it, bro. What's up? What's up, coach? What do you need from me on the team, bro? I got you.
Oh,
You need me to block at the end? Oh, yeah, I got you.
I'm going to give people their water.
Nah,
I
you
will
need me
do
to
that
crack
for
at
you.
the end, coach? I got you. You want me to block Buckner on the West Coast offense? I got you.
Right,
man,
can
it's
you
my
go
bad,
get
my
Aaron
bad.
Donald?
I got you, coach.
I'll do it even if I.
All I got to do is get in the way. Yep. I will get in the way. Listen, I will get in the way.
If it means we can win this championship.
Facts.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. When dude was talking about working out with Aaron Donald, all I thought about was when he was still in the league, that drill he used to do by choking somebody, bro. That's the first thing that came to my head, bro. He just literally grab people
Psycho, bro.
and like, what is this doing?
Hey, it worked.
He look, we don't know, but he knew.
Hall of Famer.
But I ain't gonna lie, my rookie is Travis, bro. I'm excited to see what he do with the Jags.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because they getting Travis back. They get in dang you, what's the quarterback now? I think his name was
Jared versus that guy.
Travis.
Sorry.
Lawrence.
just Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence.
I small Trevor Etienne.
Oh,
They get both of them back. They got the receiver. They had the great year last year.
Got running back number 30.
You got so much weapons that I'm ready to see they do. Because 2 years ago they made that run. So
You cut off.
All right. Yeah, you did cut off right there.
I said
You
2
back.
years ago they made that run, but they back. Wants to do now with all their players back. And then
So you're
overall team,
You like wanting the Jags to have a good run? Is what you're saying? Or you see them having a good run?
yeah,
Only
they had it 2 years ago. And back now,
Their defense.
Their defense is absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
they are.
I watched them play the Bears last year, and I was like, damn, what?
How are we in this game?
How are we winning this? That was like Caleb Williams' best game too. And I was just like, yo, this is rough for the Jags. And then they fired their coach like immediately as the season was over. So,
But I will give you that though, Cody. Their offense
can be good.
it's pretty stacked.
Yeah. And by the way, that Rams player
Linda.
was Jared Verse. I don't know if we said it, but
Yeah, I know that. I said last time was Verse, so I knew that. The other team that I'm excited to see, and it's not because Turk plays there, it's Carolina, bro.
That's a pretty damn good take. But I'm gonna let you eat.
Because for one, they got that first receiver they drafted. I can't think of his name right now. That weird name he got. But
Number
then,
4. That's all I know right now.
yeah, can't say his first name, but that name is Miller.
Hunter. Oh,
But
okay.
no, it's Tiatoro. I don't know how to say it. Anyway, I don't want to butcher his name, so I'm not gonna. But then they said Jimmy Horn hasn't been at practice torching people, bro.
didn't we just talk about it
Again. I'm
But
saying, again, it's bias. It's his bias again. But I would think if you wanted to be biased, you would talk about your first round pick,
That's fair.
not the person you signed and didn't even draft.
That's hey.
If you wanted to hype somebody up.
And to piggyback off of you, Cody, Hunter Renfro, he's over there and he's a freaking dog. So
They forgot that.
Yep.
They are putting together some over. They gave that man a lot of weapons. And their defense, they added a lot of pieces to their defense. I'm not saying they're going to be great this year. They cooking with something over there.
For sure.
And honestly, I still think Bryce Young can be a really good quarterback. His O-line was
not great.
Beyond bad.
They upgraded
Bears type O-line. A little bit.
Yeah. I think they
But
did some.
I think Bryce Young is going to be really good. Probably a slow start, kind of like it sucks to say like a Peyton Manning, but like Peyton Manning didn't have a good first 2 or 3 years, and then now he's a Hall of Famer. So I'm hoping. Well, I won't hope for him, but like I think he's still a pretty good quarterback.
Everybody.
So that's a good pick, man.
the first year.
Exactly.
And it's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, man.
So they take.
Hey, I'm excited for the NFL season to start, man. I've been itching to talk about some football, so can't wait. But thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into the podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see y'all next week. Peace.